Hey guys, it's me, A2Wop64. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And Christmases are always about nostalgia to me. You always watch your favorite old movies. But something nostalgic did come back this Christmas, and that's Fortnite Season 7. Also happens to be one of my favorite Fortnite seasons of all time. And I promised you I would drop Happy Hamlet. So here it is. This nostalgic Christmas, I dropped Happy Hamlet 100 times. And this is what happened. Fortnite Season 7. Feels amazing to be back, I must say. This was also my first time dropping Happy Hamlet this season, and it was kind of a crappy drop. Great tack. You will later pick up that I have a lot of fights at this tree, so get used to it. Here's my first tip of the video. If you don't have a pump shotgun, don't go push another team. Listen up, this is my favorite drop of Happy Hamlet. I also dropped at the spot in Misty Meadows, is what I meant to say. Sometimes I forget we're in Chapter 1 and I have to deal with bush campers again. I'm very rusty with builds, so these build fights are still getting me used to it again. We went up to Polar Peak to get more loot, and wow, it's still snowed over. Yeah, this was recorded very early in Season 7. Tell you, some strategies never go out of style. Always launch pad or glide off of Polar Peak and you'll get a lot of distance if there's a far zone. This game we kind of just got screwed by zone, and you know, when you're at low health, there's nothing you can really do about it. Sounds like all the kiddos heard I was dropping here 100 times, so they wanted to come contest me. Oh, yeah, maybe I should address the giant flying elephant in the room about Season 7. Planes! They're pretty busted. So I thought it might have been a wise idea to absolutely dive bomb with a plane. It might not have been. That one might have been my fault. When dropping Happy Clock Tower would traditionally be my drop when I was too high, and that happened a lot because of Polar Peak. Alright, leaving with epic loot. I'll show you a looting video later. Obviously, it's going to be sped up. We caught up in a little commotion at Shifty Shafts, but it was nothing we couldn't have handled because you know why? I had a pump shotgun and purple loot. We managed to get to final zone, but I am being heavily carried in this game. I will take 0 credit for all this killing. Dad, look, I finally got my first kill with an RPG. Aren't you so proud of me? It was a 4v1. So my teammates are just goated like that. That was also my first Season 7 victory. W! We won, so that means they put us in the unemployed lobby. I'm back! I've never understood the reason why people want to slaughter you in zone. Literally, it's a suicide mission. Here's a looting tip. If you drop a roof, 9 times out of 10 at Happy Hamlet, there will be a chest there. This is pretty much all this game really was. Running away. And that's not very fun. In all honesty, this is some of the best bus lines you can get from Happy. Nice and far away, because it is hot when it's close. It is time for my A2Wop64 looting montage. And gluttony is one of the 7 deadly sins. Hey Cypher, watch out for third parties. I probably mentioned this to Misty, but harvesting all of the stuff in here, like the tables and chairs, gets you really good wood, and that just applies to the entire location. Shopping cart, roof, shopping cart. I can probably count on my hand how many times I die before my teammate. Guys, I might be an idiot. Why is there so much grass? Okay. Do your Winterfest quests and get XP. Leave it to me to choke a game with a gold pump. Game 11 is played with my homie, the Boy Gaming, and he made ooh, a Christmas superhero skin. We need to get good. I love the staircases at Happy because nobody expects you coming with an SMG. We in fact do, like Fortnite. All I need is a blue pump and I can probably wipe out Happy Hamlet. Always lead with a rocket launcher. Trust me, it's the best thing you can do in this game. Here's a tip from Luke the Notable's Wailing Woods video. Go up to the sky barrier and just stay up there because planes never go that high. Well, then you might get shot down, but you know, be wary of that. Here's a hiding spot tip for those who need it. I know some of my viewers need it. Expedition Outpost. Good hiding spot. This happened quite literally the minute I dropped out of my plane. It was not a fun ending. This game was going terribly, so we did the tilted tower strategy. We found a few guys camping in the Shack of Shame. My teammate died, but I succumbed to it. Later on Fatal Fields, we found a few people and I took him out. The tac shotgun is surprisingly good this season. Strat for a G0 build, get in a porta bunker. You're basically have the best high ground in the entire match. Like, look at that. Though it took a minute to find the last guy, we found him, took him down, hit him with a few RPGs, and just like that, we got a second victory royale. First chest, a porta fortress, and a quad launcher. Holy grail of zero build. I'm really hoping my pump shotgun blinded his lights. Talk about a turnaround, am I right? In game 16, Marty went back to OG. Jeepers! All because we won a game with a porta fortress. For years now, I've been wondering why this glider zooms your game so far out. This is the point where I get fed up with zero build. Game 20 starts with a questionable kill from a questionable player. I might be the only Fortnite player who messes up with the high ground. Game 21, you got edited on. Trog fight! Oftentimes, my team comes here to reboot in case Happy is too sweaty, and trust me, it gets sweaty. Nothing like quick scoping and Ice Spice, that really felt nice. I'm just gonna leave it at is that we died at Tilted. I got to a point where I kinda just started mashing buttons and then that happened. Just an unlucky game of third partying. Guys, I got scaled and went away, but I got a purple pump. Chapter 1 tip, always farm Fatal Forest. You're just gonna get a lot of wood, but I'm sure you've heard that before. I didn't really see what happened, but allegedly, we almost won. This Lynx was holding us captive and we couldn't do anything. The bright side of all this punishment is we are 25% done. Well, 26 now. But it's okay, because somehow the boy gaming no-scoped with the hunting rifle. Later on in the final circle, I gave her an AT-Wop 63 headshot. You know, after that last headshot, I had to keep hitting headshots with the purple spaz. Chest kiss. Not much I can do when I have scars being shot at me. I would normally make a Renegade Raider joke, but 4 years of doing this, I can't be bothered to anymore. I think I should acknowledge how incredibly stupid that guy is. Storm was being nice to me this game, and I actually decided to explore the snow biome, which usually I just have to run. Maybe I should have taken the hint. You didn't run into anyone until Shifty, until this guy absolutely ate my bullets. Ain't no way I got boxed in with a trap in the big 2-5. I genuinely wonder how some of these players are real players, because I know they aren't bots. Bots can't build. I had a fella who tried to build over me, but I had a pump shotgun. Hitting a pump shot midair is my favorite genre of kills. Looks like a skill issue to me. So like, I don't know what happened. I think it's corrupted footage. Why is Kim Kardashian the new Juice WRLD? Without fail, I will always come this expedition outpost above Happy, because planes. I hate to tell you, but your 90s are kind of awful, my guy. Unfortunately, I think the game started feeling bad for me, and it started giving us bot lobbies, because there's no way these guys are real. No, wait, it's the fact that my friend hasn't played since Chapter 2 Remix, so they think he's automatically horrible, so they're going to just give us the free win. Okay, I can't complain, I guess. Ain't no way I just missed that shot on this bot. Like, come on, AT-Wop 64. As you can see, we're probably dead. Get good, Kim K. When Happy Hamlet would be in zone is when I would really loot, and I would really just run in circles until I found a chest. And yeah, there's a lot of chests here. Good chest distribution. Final-ish zone in Happy Hamlet, one more team decided to push us, and to give me a quad launcher. We were totally gonna win sitting at the bottom of a mountain in zero build. Sometimes all you need is an RPG in enclosed spaces. It'll probably get you a kill. Guys, help, they're touching me! 36, I didn't find a Zendaya until the final zone under Salty Springs. The AR's bloom was actually not being terrible this time. I wasn't in the mood to commentate over bot farming, and it's because the 66 Hurricanes' first game in over a year in build mode. AT-Wop 64 wins by doing nothing. Well, what do you know, I'm actually playing solos now, which I actually don't do a lot in this video, because my friends came back. I don't think I've ever talked about Lucky Landing on this channel. I like Lucky Landing, it's pretty cool. I pretty much played like a camper all game until the final zone, and actually it ended up working for me, if the FMOS could actually hit its shots. I heard footsteps in the shack, and there's only one way out. And it's to my pump. And right after that, I got pushed by Chun-Li. So I hit her with my pump, sprayed her with my scar, and I hesitated. Thought I was gonna die. And oh my gosh, I didn't get handed a win. Yo, chat, watch me three-peat this. And I'm here to tell you a tale of a very wholesome Fortnite story. My drop was contested. Very contested. So I was gonna wait for him to open the chest. But he wasn't opening the chest. So I teabagged at this fine gentleman. And he teabagged back. I said, wait, is Wholesome real in Fortnite still? And he hit move 6-7. But it's okay, I forgave him. But he started dancing with me. It got to the point where I was going to sacrifice myself. But he did it for me. Thank you, guy. I'll do this game for you. Never thought I'd see the day where I kill a 2D at Happy Hamlet. Guy, I think the swimming pool's closed for the season. I'm sorry, Red Ice King. I failed you. Once again, I'm landing the blue Helltail thing. Again, it's my favorite drop. Low-key powder is a very underrated skin. I hate editing, but I'm watching 1,000 drops whilst I'm editing. I have spent way too much money on crew. Holy crap. Right here, I would make a Power Rangers joke, but it's been over a decade since I've watched it. Also, shout out to Agent 100,000. He's probably the friend I've played most of Happy Hamlet with, and he's pretty fun. I like him a lot. Please educate me on how I was supposed to win in this situation. Another shout out will go to the 66 Hurricanes, who's actually my original duo partner back in Chapter 1 Season 7, and we dropped Happy Hamlet all the time. Good times were had. Now Polar is still frosted, but it's a little more unfrosted. That's cool. I've dropped you 200 times. I should have known better. Since when can these guys aim? Spaz on the floor is the best feeling in Chapter 1, but it's better when I can actually hit shots with it. We double teamed a guy in the middle of Tilted. Some games I just have really good aim, and I don't know why. Like I said, this game I just locked in with my aim, and finally, I'm not sucking butt at Fortnite Battle Royale. And his teammate came and pushed me, so I hit him with my pump shotgun. And let me tell you, AT-Wop 64 with a pump is a good thing. This might be a hard one to win. Okay, let's see what I can do. This is probably my favorite win in 100 drops history. I searched for like an hour and I cannot find game 46 on my PC to save my life. So we're just gonna move on. I like the pump shotgun because this. Me personally, I don't think I should have won this fight, but you don't see me complaining, do you? This right here is why you always need to carry an RPG in OG, because it just blasts their builds. Now this game just ended up being scrims. I just wanted to get my glazed Christmas ham for dinner, but Midas tried to stop. This game was your average Christmas shopping experience. Team K is most definitely on the naughty list this year, and unfortunately my teammate just got demolished. We are now halfway done dropping Happy Hamlet 100 times. How are we feeling? This Peelin tried getting the peek on me through his hotel door, and I absolutely obliterated him with the scope AR. I had to go finish the job and give him a warm welcome. This game is really just a revenge arc for my last 3 on-drop deaths. And then I got very much humbled outside of Polar Peak. Rate my onesie fit, do you like it? My whole team was dead in squad 0 build. What else did you think would happen? Cold bus into Happy Hamlet, get it? I just got my shit kicked in by Trog. We died to a purple Omega in the big 2-5. Guys, this isn't really funny anymore. Can I stop dying with no kills? I'm wearing Freezy Boy in this game. We can't lose. This gentleman came out of the bar, so I did spray him with my assault rifle. I was going to make a joke about killing orphans on Christmas, but that's messed up. While trying to go for the reboot, yeah, people pushed me. What do you expect? It's trying to go for a reboot. As we died in the streets, I once dominated Greasy Grove. And why did you have to remove Greasy Epic? It's awful now. A common theme I've noticed is people try to push me in presents, like, bro, I have legendary weapons. Also, why aren't the supply drops Christmas themed? Low-key disappointing. And my teammate DC'd, that's fun. Final zone camping in the cornfield, and I actually found some gentlemen in the cornfield. I'm surprised I actually did this well. Low-key, I did way better than I thought I would do. Somehow King Kong snuck into OG. I'm dead serious, my teammate ran all the way to Lonely Lodge and died. I can't even tell you how many times I've watched myself loot this chest and then the one right next door to it. Probably like a gazillion times. This will not be the last time you watch me get railed at Polar Peak. Oftentimes at Happy, people run in the streets like idiots. So you know what you do? You just stand on the roof and spray. My favorite strat with planes is to jump out and absolutely scare the crap out of a Thanos with an Among Us back bling. I can't forget the part where Snoop on the Stoop gets kills by Deku. I got this kill before I finished Stranger Things 5, so we'll see if it comes true. After assassinating Happy Hamlet with my blue pump shotgun, I think it was time to res my teammate. Nah, I'm just kidding, I need one more. Okay, now I'm resing him. Despite my great loot, the farmers didn't like us in the fields. Happy Hamlet was pretty shy this game, except this one doggo I had to take out. My one piece of advice for defeating overbuilders, just spray until they lose control. I must ask, what do you guys call this? Greasy Grove, Frozen Greasy Grove, or Frozen Lake? Just let me know in the comments. Final zone, me and SpongeBob totally got this game. Me when I totally lied to you guys about winning. When landing from this angle, make sure you position yourself in between Polar Peak and the mountain so you know you're not like 1,000 feet in the air. I'm pretty sure that was the spirit of Luke the Notable. This was the point in the drops where my looting route was more solidified and I knew more how to conquer and get the most chests. If you find a gold pump, it's pretty much over for everybody else in Happy Hamlet. Another looting route I often took was up to Polar Peak using the zip line. It was easy transportation and it would get you more loot. The wood sled was also another area I like to come and loot because there was always a vending machine here and at least 4 chests. After 10 minutes of looting, I finally ran into a dark bomber and I took her out pretty easily. This guy zipped over to me at Viking Village, not knowing my default demolisher loot I had. I camped for like 20 minutes up here talking to SpongeBob like a crazy person. This is what I get for being a dirty little camper. And game 64 was so bad I completely forgot to edit it in. Hey, this time I did bring a shotgun to a stair fight. Something tells me this bush Snoop Dogg is in was not exactly legal here at Happy. The Christmas present item really made this 100 drops a really much a fun one. And then we ran into this other guy, this doggo, really got a piece of me. And I don't know why this clip is still going on. For some reason the whole population of Tilted dropped at Happy this game. You act like we would actually live this encounter. Nothing fun happened in Happy, so I took the plane and took to the skies. Literally nothing of substance happened in this game until we got to Haunted Hills, and that was already pretty boring itself. My squad got into a good old-fashioned dogfight in this game. Of course it was a Kim K, it's always a Kim K. Hello chaps, it's me Nigel, and this little fishy tried to poke at me, but I got him. Sometimes all you need to do is pull out a gold minigun, and that's all you need to win. Down by the dance party, we had a party of our own, and do you know what that party was? Absolutely slaughtering people. Honestly, the birthday on OG is actually pretty good. I'm sad it gets vaulted soon. Later on in the final circle, I ran into this guy, but I had a pump shotgun, so I wasn't too scared of him. Run, run, run as fast as you can. You are a gingerbread man, and I demolished you. I will admit one thing, the P90 shreds and 0 build. And just like that, it was a 4v1, and I sprayed him down. For my first ever Game 69 win, I want to thank you all. My drop was low, so I basically dropped the Expedition Outpost. It's practically in Happy, am I right? After that, I flew into Happy, and I found what we in the business like to call a late dropper. So I gave him a face full of 200 pump shotgun. We took a detour down to Loot Lake, and this guy got a face full of it. My squad decided this guy needed a good bully. This game proved that the snowball launcher is the most diabolical weapon ever. Can't tell you the last time I died to zone. You know, props to my teammate. He did pretty good this game. I hope it's a PS5. Nothing like catching a guy off guard with a minigun on drop. I also had to clean up the scraps with my pump shotgun. On the second day of Winterfest, the sweats gave to me 2 Porta Fortresses. And another death just for me. This is a chest spawn I vividly remember from Misty Meadows. And,
maybe fight with. I mean, what the f are you doing?
Dude, this defense is so ass.
The balloons didn't work. We didn't really have any problems till we got to Death Valley at the end. But you know, they call it Death Valley for a reason. If I don't die to Kim Kardashian, I will die to a Playboy Cardi. This little gentleman thought he was sneaky under the Porta bunker. Even a John Wick. For shame. We sure end up dying to Storm a lot in this video. Down at Fatal Fields, we had an absolute snowball fight and I came out on top, obviously. I honestly can't remember the last time I left Fatal alive.
Cool. Can you give me a sec?
Alan, we are so...
Clicks must have heard I was making a YouTube video. I guess Nigel was really trying for those back-to-backs. I would often stop to loot Lake because it got so much better since the event. Later in the final zone, we kamikazed this Crispin Hasune Miku until the teammates started pushing us. Yeah, I was just trying to get a plane. I can't say I've ever had this glitch where the map is undiscovered. Is Aura being a sweat skin a lost art form? Don't know why my teammate didn't use the slurp cacti. It's so wholesome to find actual defaults again. Hey, let's look at this gameplay. Key detail I missed. I'm not carrying Porta bunkers in zero build. This will get me killed. I genuinely think I should get style points for this kill because I cannot tell you the last time I killed a dude with a boogie bomb. Notice how lack of Porta bunker got me killed in this one. The gold spaz is a scarier jump scare than Freddy. Later on his teammate came after me so I'd also had to take him out. My teammate got downed again so I knocked out the guy in the cockpit, but I don't think the rest of it went very well. Speaking of jump scares, I found Huggy Wuggy and I shot him. And I lagged out. I'm not kidding, I stood here for 5 minutes. Has anyone else been getting this weird glitch with the sprint bar in OG? Camping tip, if you hide behind this fridge cabinet thing in the Expedition Outpost, nobody will see you until they walk right in front of you. Take a look at this clueless Megazord. He didn't see me coming. Final zone, and I'm camping like a degenerate in the Shack of Shame. Well, he started pushing my box, but I did actually end up killing him. Top 3 situation, so I spray my snowball launcher, and oh my gosh, it actually gets me into a 1v1. Then I'll go loadout. I hit my pump shot, spray him down, and I died with 12 health. I don't think I've ever been this angry about losing before. I don't even know if this guy was real. Probably wasn't. And then this other guy. Who knows? Are these just bots or are they giving me the pity lobbies? An entire squad of Nog Ops has killed us. I'm at the point of the drops where I really just don't know what to talk about. But anyways, we decided to loot the snow biome since we actually had zone here. Trog's Cave is one of my favorite landmarks from Season 7. I actually didn't know you could throw projectiles through the window here, because I was supposed to live that encounter. The Salty Springs experience, everybody! I would always go loot this green building over here after I looted the blue hotel. Just a fun fact. These tables make for good metal, though. This guy just needed to go pee, but I gave him a face full of SMG. I am what they call a D1 kill stealer, and this is what you call a face full of shotgun. This right here is my favorite room in Polar Peak. It's just cinema. Now it's time to pop a rift at Polar Peak. Okay, I wasn't expecting that one. Okay, that's okay with me. I took a plane instead. This statement still stands about not surviving at Fatal. You'd have thought last game was a part of a Polar Peak video. No. I got all excited by the Salty Springs rift and then I just got obliterated. Yeah, because Salty Springs. Where was this guy's plan to go? You can't really run away from Happy. Down at Fatal Fields, I one-pumped this man. This guy didn't heave the warning from his friend either. Yeah, our team was completely apart this game. Ouch. Game 91 started with a nice kill with the dual pistols. I really like this gun. Our random must have thought bush camping still works in 2025. Have you ever brought a minigun to a dynamite fight? I can tell you the minigun will win. Minigun! Oh, what do you know? Back on this reboot van once again. For some reason, a squad of guys hopped out behind the tree. At the beginning of this game, I ran into a squad, but I have news for you. They were kinda bad. We got to Lazy Links and got RPG'd. Sometimes all you need is a pistol and a will to live. Well, we were surrounded by 6 squads in a Porta Fortress. This is probably not gonna end well. What did I tell you? Now this is what you call good old-fashioned AT Whelp can't aim with his pump shotgun, and his aim is awful, but he did get the knock. His team got mad. Game 96, I put my gunning skills to the test and actually got a kill. My teammate really tried, but he died. Game 97 ended up being a very hot drop, but we dealt with them. But at this point, I felt really confident at Happy Hamlet with my fighting, so I just ran around with a shotgun. I actually did end up getting a squad wipe. For some reason, my teammate had this really weird glitch where he was skydiving. A little hench dude decided to push me, and I absolutely demolished him. Final zone, we were on top of this mountain, and I just started spraying with an RPG. I jumped down and went on a suicide mission. And then I sprayed the other guy with my P90. And then, I couldn't get up, so I died to zone. But thankfully, my teammates clutched it, and we got our final win of the video. The last 3 games were actually recorded on Christmas when the map was actually snowy. It's so pretty. This right here, minus the balloons, is probably my ideal Happy Hamlet loadout, except I like the spaz. Down in Dusty Vida, I got, wow, a 1 in a million kill. Our fun soon ended at Wailing Woods when we got styled on by a squad. As you can see, I'm laying dead on the ground. Game number 100. And I was going to drop the Blue Hotel, but somebody stole my drop at the last second. Well, that's not fun. Happy Hamlet has always been one of my favorite locations and one of my favorite seasons, and I'm glad I got to drop here 100 times. And yes, there's definitely more coming from Season 7. Probably one of the most fun 100 drops I've ever recorded on this channel. Unfortunately, this is not a happy ending, as my teammate died to Sabrina.